Hello, this is Retroburn, and today we are going to unbox the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Scout Squad with Sniper Rifles box set. So after 2 years in storage, I finally found the time to unbox this one. So I bought this 2 years ago, and today I'm going to unbox it. I bought this one because, if you've noticed, I have done what do you call this, Primaris Space Marine faction focus video that's solely focused on Primaris intercessors and I'm very sorry about my knife. It's dull, and as much as possible I'm not going out because of what's been happening around the world lately. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, I made that, what do you call this, Primaris Intercessor and Primaris Reverse faction focus video for the game Kill Team. And while that focuses on those two units alone, I'm going to make another faction focus video that's sort of part 2 for that one. But this time, in the second installment, I'm going to flesh out that list and add more Marines. And I think I'm just going to include about maybe just one Primaris Intercessor Sergeant and maybe one Weaver for my anti-GEQ, my anti-guard equivalent of Space Marine Kill Team. As you will know, that if you've been following my channel, that it's very Kill Team oriented at the moment. But eventually I'll be covering Warhammer, the Big Hammer games too, not just Kill Team. But anyway, yeah, I bought this one because for my Adeptus Astartes Kill Team, having only Primaris units isn't exactly optimized, given that those models are very expensive. So that's why I bought this Space Marine Scout Squad with Sniper Rifles box set. When I started out with Kill Team, I was very enamored about the idea of sniper rifles, like in Counter-Strike and other games, they're so lethal. So I figured that I would populate my Kill Team roster with these guys. But then over the months, I realized that weapons with only one shot don't exactly pull their weight, except if you've an Auspex and maybe a rocket launcher. So yeah, an Auspex and a rocket launcher, maybe with a sniper specialism. So that would be good for your team. But sniper rifles are just not worth it, because I think if memory serves, they're 401 weapons, right? And then they do a mortal wound if you do an unmodified 6 to your hit roll. So yeah, I'm not sold out about the sniper units anymore. But this is still going to be very useful, because maybe in some lists in my roster, this guy, the Sergeant, would be my leader with his chameleoline cloak. And he's not going to be hide-locked. That's my term. You've heard it first from this channel. So what I've noticed in Kill Team is that leaders oftentimes get delegated to the backlines. I term that as being hide-locked. Like, you just hide them and they're just there to generate CPs. But this guy, with his -2 if he's obscured, is going to be so hard to hit. So he'll still pull his weight, in the sense that he can still take pot shots at the enemy, as opposed to just hiding him from behind LOS blocking terrain. So this guy can still pull weight, but this other 3 won't be as useful. And yeah, I have no regrets about buying this one, because this guy is definitely going to be on my list. He's got he's only a scout, so he's not as resilient as the normal Adeptus Astartes units, but he does have a rocket launcher, very versatile. You can have it switch between heavy one, I think, and then a heavy D6 for anti-GEQ purposes. For anti-marine equivalents, you can switch to the crack missile, and it'll become a heavy one thing. But with this faction, it has, you know, Space Marines have access to the Auspex and the Sniper specialism, so hitting things should not be a problem. So the heavy one wouldn't be as much as a disadvantage as it is to other factions. So yeah, definitely this guy is going to make it to my roster. And also this one. So all in all, this is not a bad purchase for a kill team. It's just that you'll just get maybe 2 guys, and the other 3 maybe you can sell them, or if you play big hammer, so you still can keep this 5. But yeah, definitely this one is making to my list, and maybe this one we'll see. I'm in the future, and my channel is going to do some battle reports, so we're going to determine how these guys are going to fare. So yeah. Anyway, so now we're going to scan the box before we open this one. So on the right side here, right side flap, there's the missile launcher dude. On the bottom, there's the usual warning about small parts and this not being for kids. The price alone is this. These things are not for kids. And yeah, the very small parts and the amount of time this hobby demands. And here we go. Wait, did we scan the yeah, this is the top panel right here. And yeah, the rocket launcher dude. And the other sniper rifles, the other snipers I mean. And this is the back part. Here you go. So I also ordered bits from eBay. I ordered scout arms holding bolt guns, but I don't know if definitely I'm going to magnetize these guys, but I don't know if I will have a space for scouts with bolt guns. I just ordered that just for the heck of it. Anyway, so we'll open this now. Okay, here we go. So my table is very small, and I've just found out that my mic cable is a bit wonky. Speaking of which, I should check if... Anyway, yeah, there's something wrong with my microphone's cable, and if you just so much as nudge it, it's going to introduce static into the recording. So that is why you might see me here unboxing this one with very, you know, at a very awkward angle with my arms just reaching over the microphone and the lights and whatnot. But I'll fix this in the weeks ahead. It's just that this, what the whole world is suffering through right now, is making it so hard to order stuff. But yeah, here we go. So we're going to get all these out of the box. Oh man, I'm reaching over the lights and the microphone. This is so awkward. Here we go. Nothing left in there, right? Yeah, so that's it for the box. And the most unimportant part first. So bases, we have 5 of them, 25mm ones. And the decals. Here you go. So I'm still not so knowledgeable about Warhammer 40k lore, so I don't know what the Roman numerals mean. Maybe it's just for the squad, or the Space Marine chapters, like, you know, Ultramarines, yada yada, Imperial Fists. So those correspond to numbers. Ultramarines right there. So no other shoulder pad, what do you call this, decals for the other Space Marine factions. It's just the the Smurfs. So here we go. Okay, so we've got battle line, close support, fire support, veteran. Okay, so we have extra decals. Is it possible for, you know, scout squads to have veterans and command and Iron Halo ones? What is an Iron Halo unit? I have no idea. Anyway, campaign badges, chapter. So that's it for the Decals. And then for the Sprues. So I've decided that I won't do any more close-up sprue videos because I think it's redundant. So I'm going to do the close-up sprue bit right here. So for those of you who are into kit bashing and converting, you can just pause the video so you can see what bits connect to where and in what faction. What fashion. There you go. It's a cape. What do you call these things? Camelioline cloaks. So this is a very, very sparse sprue. Nothing really fancy about it. What is this? Oh, so it's for the rocket launcher. There you go. So that's going there. Have to glue that bit on. And what is this skull thing? Looks like an orc skull. So maybe that's optional? Like a trophy of some sorts. And what is this? Is that a Gene Stealer head? I have no idea. So that's a rolled up Camelioline cloak right there. Spare rockets. I have no idea what those are. I'm too far away from the camera. Like I said, I'm reaching out over my setup, so yep, hard to see. I think it's easier for you because I'm bringing this closer to the cam. But from where I'm at, it's hard to... Oh, it's a hand! This one's a hand, and this is a scope right there. And what is this tripod thing? Maybe it is. Maybe it is a tripod. I have to get a bigger table so I can improve my setup so I won't have to reach over. That sounded wrong. Anyway, so the legs, kneeling and standing right there. And what are these things? And the sniper rifles. So they have wires. There you go. But yeah, I will still, if you've been following my channel, every month I do an update video, and then I present to my viewers the list of what I'm going to do for the current month. So if you've been following me, you'll know that I've listed there a close-up sprue video for the Khorne Bloodbound Goreblade Warband box set. So I'm still going to do that. But moving forward, I think that for the unboxing videos, I will have to include the close-up sprues thing there, like what I'm doing right now, for you kit bashers and converters. Also, these are the heads. You know, I've actually bought several Death Watch heads from my friend, because I find that these are, I don't know, they look too what do you call this? Their jaws are too square in a funny sort of way. I mean, I've nothing against people with jaws like this, but it's just with these minis, they look too exaggerated in some way. I still have no idea what these little things are. Oh, it's just maybe these look. Okay, so that's a grenade right there. I think these are frag grenades, and this is the crack ones. So these are ammo pouches. Oh, so I think these are infrared goggles of some sort. Yeah. So you're going to glue them to the heads or something. Yep. Anyway, so that's it for the sprues. And then we're going to go to the included manual. Here you go. So I won't be reading each page because that will what do you call this? Lengthen the video unnecessarily. So if you want to read, you can just pause the video. So skim through. Here you go. Oh man, this is so inconvenient. Because I'm reaching over and trying not to touch the microphone's cable because it is a loose connection. Somewhere I think there's a wire break. Because if I so much as nudge it, it's going to ruin the audio recording. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to order a new cable in the weeks ahead. So you just can, I mean, you can just pause if there's a section here that interests you. There you go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happens if I glue this orc skull on one of the scouts' head? That would be hilarious. Okay, so that's a Gene Stealer head right there. Kind of, was that the one that I said that I don't have any idea what it is? Hard to see from that angle. And here's the rocket launcher dude. There you go. Okay, so I was right. So you have to glue on these things. These are, yeah, infrared goggles, night vision goggles of some sort. And there's the usual Imperium logo. And the stats for, but I think these are outdated because, you know, 2 years ago was still the 8th edition. So you can just pause if you want to have a gander at the statistics. There you go. And the rest is just the same thing but different languages. So yeah, we don't have to go through these, I mean. And fancy photograph right there. Okay, so yeah, this has been Retroburn, and you've just seen my unboxing of the Warhammer 40k Space Marine Scout Squad with sniper rifles. So if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, share, like it, and or subscribe. Doing all 4 would be awesome. Would support my channel immensely. So yep, see you in the next vid. Stay cool, stay frosty.